everyone, today is Monday, April 5th, and it's just after 11 o'clock in the morning, and it is divine outside today, weather-wise. I left the house and it was about almost 11 above, and it is really quite beautiful. So today, this is part 2 of our Crosstown Metro walk. So this is where we left off. We left off at Dufferin and Eglinton. And so our last walk was on Sunday at the Fairbank Station, which is essentially Eglinton and Dufferin. And so this is where we ended. This is where we're going to pick up and continue walking. So as you can obviously see, there's a lot of work going on here with regard to the metro. I do interchangeably use terminology for this walk. It's referred to as Line 5. It's also referred to as the Eglinton Crosstown, or just the Crosstown. But forever I've always said subway. Hi ladies.
See you later. I don't know who you are.
And so I use the metro often as a term, or the subway system. So here we are. Just a few clouds. Nothing much. It's supposed to get to a high of 12 today. So this walk, the second walk of our journey, I hope to be going through connecting with Oakwood and Cedarvale and Forest Hill. I suspect this walk will be about half an hour. It's almost 3 kilometers. If I'm so inclined, I might do a second walk today. I hope everybody enjoyed their weekend, whether you're relaxing or working. So a couple things I found out about this new line, Line 5. The estimated cost of this project as of late 2019, so it's like a year and a half ago, was $12.58 billion. That's with a B, dollars. That's quite a chunk of change. When you think about the labor costs and you think about the mining for some of the stations, that big dig deep. I remember in the early stages of the dig near Yonge and Eglinton. One of the large boring machines, I think that's what they're called, was, I think at the time that we saw it, might have been when it was being removed from the underground. It was so impressive. It was huge, like intimidating, and it's so impressive, the things that are built. So it is considered a light rail transit system. And when I think of light rail, and I don't think of this line as light rail, when I think of light rail, I think of the Calgary LRT, the light rail transit. In Calgary, that went into operation mid-80s, if I'm not mistaken. And it was all above ground at the time when I was living there. And so I always consider anything that travels on the street, at street level, is light rail. So I have a hard time referring to this line as light rail, just because of that initial association that has been embedded in my brain. There are some stations that will start off or will in part be above ground, but there are several that are going to be underground, and I'm going to identify, hopefully within the next couple of days, what stations are underground and which ones start above ground. Look at all of this. This is all for Line 5. I was really looking forward to this Crosstown Metro walk because some of these neighborhoods I've not ever been to, or it's been forever since I've been through here.
I didn't mean so, but
So it's almost like a new walk for me each time I start at a new station or come across a new station. So this is Oakwood Station in Little Jamaica. So here we're looking at the north side, and as you can see on either side there are storefronts. So there were a few storefronts in this initial location where you can see the machinery and where the new station is going, so they obviously came down. There's Oakwood to the south. The next one that we're going to, I can see it from here, the next one that we're going to be reaching is Cedarvale, which is also known as Eglinton West. But I think the official name, once the subway system is open, will be Cedarvale. And that's located at 1300 Eglinton Avenue West. it is beautiful out. I'm not sure if you can see in the distance. The camera, pointing the camera, things appear further away than they actually are, but we will get closer to it. But you can see that huge crane. It's so impressive. Every time I see these monster machines, I'm just so impressed by them. I'm wearing a coat, and I see people just with a t-shirt on. I just can't imagine. I'd be freezing. When I was younger, I didn't feel the cold that much, but I certainly do as I get older. It's a perfect walking day. Oh. It's nice out. Here's our number 13 police station. So we're at the Allen. Well, there's a crane, I guess, in motion. Is he just turning, or what is he doing? Let's angle that up so you can see it in action. I think that's really impressive. I know some of you might think it doesn't take much to impress me, but in some regards, you're probably right. Okay, now he's lowering something. So this is the Allen, straight ahead. Well, you can't actually see it, but it's the It's the furthest north that you can go coming from the north down the Allen. And it ends here at Eglinton. You either can go right or left. And right across there is also a place where you can pick up a multitude of different buses. This is a connection to line 1, so line 5 can connect with line 1. Sorry about that, folks. I had my button on my finger on the wrong spot. Oh, here's that crane. It picked up a reel of cable. Oops, stop. Wouldn't want to be under that thing if it accidentally broke away. So there we go. All right, let's continue. That's interesting. Now, some of you that may have watched some of my previous videos, I did an Eglinton walk and we ended at this park here. But this is where the pathway takes us to connect back to Eglinton due to the construction that's happening on Eglinton right now. So I can only imagine what this summer is going to be like after over a year of, you know, being indoors more than we've ever probably been indoors before. And it is going to be another busy outdoor summer. Last summer was really busy. There was the street that I lived on was partially blocked off for pedestrian traffic, and I'd never seen my street so busy with pedestrian traffic. So I'm sure that's going to occur again. That only makes sense. So my husband is scheduled for his shot next week. I already have mine. And my mother-in-law, who is going to be 91 this summer, she is scheduled for her shot next week as well. We haven't seen her since last summer. So hopefully once we're vaccinated, we can visit. She lives in 1,000 Islands. It's about a 3-hour drive from here. But it will definitely be too cold to go into the water. My father-in-law used to start swimming in May. Can't imagine doing that. I have a hard enough time going into the water in July. So as we get closer to Midtown, inner city, closer to Yonge Avenue Road is very familiar to me because I do a lot of errands around here and support small business as much as possible. As you can see, there's a lot of shops along here. There's a really yummy bakery. I don't know if it's going to be in today's walk, or at least I don't know if it's going to be in this walk, but probably, if not this walk, my next walk. There's a delicious bakery called Phipps Bakery. So yummy. But you know, really, honestly, what bakery isn't? Who am I kidding? They're all delicious. Oh, this looks new here. So you can see the signage across the street. I'm not sure. It says no burrs. Looks like it's closed. It says Cafe Gourmand. But then there's a, looks like a temporary sign or a new sign. It says French Bakery. Have to check that out. I haven't baked anything in a couple of weeks, but I made a delicious banana bread with almond flour. It was the first time I've used almond flour, and that's the way to go. Unfortunately, it's quite pricey. I can see it, but I don't think you can see it. There's a crane just up ahead here. Well, I think that's going to be on Bathurst. So the next station that we're hitting is, it's called Forest Hill. That subway system will service the Forest Hill. That's one neighborhood, the Forest Hill neighborhood, that it will service, among others. There used to be a Baskin-Robbins, just looking at one across the street here. There used to be a Baskin-Robbins right on Yonge, just north of Eglinton on the east side. I don't think it's there anymore. I'm gonna have to, you know, I mean, I go up and down there all the time. You'd think I would know, but it just makes me think of when we used to go there, buy ice cream. Now we overindulge in Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Have to always have vanilla ice cream in the house for pies that my husband loves. And I really like the salted caramel and the coffee. And the best way to eat it is with a dad's oatmeal cookie with chocolate chips. And then you use that cookie as a spoon. And you dig into the ice cream, scoop out a mouthful, and just shove it in your mouth. That's the way I eat ice cream at home. Not in public. Harmony Fitness. I've heard of the high intensity HIIT, like high intensity interval training. That's something I want to try. I don't think I've tried it before. I tried the bar Pilates. So we're coming up to our final destination for walk number 2. Here's one of the stations. So apparently what was here before was a coffee shop and a convenience store. So I think this is the second entrance. It says it's the north side of Eglinton. And it replaced a few storefronts. Let's continue. So I think the main entrance is going to be right here on the corner up here, on the northwest corner. There's another crane in operation. go around that subway station. Because it's right up against that apartment block there. I've been through there before, I think, in one of my other walks, but let's just have a closer look. So this is Bathurst, that's looking to the south. And look at that drill or whatever, a boring machine of some sort in operation. And here is looking to the north on Bathurst. Oh, I can't really see much here. Yeah, that's running pretty deep, all right. Wow. Well, folks, I think this is as good a place as any to conclude walk 2 of line 5. And I'm going to pick up from here and start my next walk. Let's try and get about 3 or 4 more stations in. Thank you for joining me. Please consider subscribing to my channel and don't forget to press that like button. And I look forward to you joining me in my next video. Boomer Girl Walking, signing off.